Hey guys, it's Melanie. I hope you're still having a great day. This is the second candle review of today. So if you missed it a little bit earlier, I shared my thoughts of the Country Candle Candy Apple Fragrance. If you missed that particular video, I will link it in the description box down below. So be sure to go check that out, because I really don't think that you should be picking up the candy apples unless you are also going to pick up the kettle corn. Because let me tell you what the greatest combination in the history of the world is. Well, I wouldn't say the history of the world, but these two fragrances are like a must. You just have to pair them together because your house will smell like the frickin' fair. I need a Ferris wheel in my entryway. I need like a roller coaster going down my stairs. It smells like an actual fair. It's, oh my gosh, you guys, this is such a killer combination together. I cannot recommend it enough. If you pick up the daylights in each fragrance, burn them together. If you pick up the wax melts in each fragrance, melt them together. If you get both the candles, light them up at the same time. Just, I mean, you can enjoy them separately if that's what you want, but it's gonna be so much better if you just pair them together. That's what I've been doing in my house literally for the last week straight, burning these two downstairs, and they have filled the entirety of my house. Like, it's amazing. I cannot believe how strong these country candles are. I've already talked a little bit about this in the Country Apples review, but I feel like I kind of have to eat my words a little bit when it comes to the country candles, because in the past, I think they were just very light, very light in terms of strength of throat. Great fragrances. Like, I've never had any beef with the fragrances themselves from Country Candle. My main beef is that, one, it's paraffin wax, and I don't really love that. And two, the strength and throw is just, it just wasn't there. But these fall candles are different. They're really, I think they need to be checked out. I think you gotta check them out if you're interested. I'm not putting any pressure on anyone, but there's a big difference. If you stopped buying these in the past because you found them to be really light, think they're worth checking out. Obviously, you can do what you want. It's your life. You live it the way that you see fit. But I am convinced that they did something different here. And I'm really hoping that they're going to like stay on this little train of like cranking up the strength and throw in the Country Candle line, because I would like to see it continue. This is a good thing. All right, let's get into our scent description here, and then we'll do the usual strength and throw. And obviously I don't have to say that I like this. I'm sure you guys are aware. I love this. This is delicious. So spoiler, I like this fragrance. All right, their scent description. Kettle corn. Are you strong enough to resist the temptation of a freshly popped, salty, sweet goodness of kettle corn floating through the crisp fall air? Neither are we. Exclamation point. Your top notes here are sparkling sugar. Your mid notes are just roasted chestnut accord, and your base is maple. Friggin' maple. You gotta put it in everything, right? Butter, vanilla, and hint of spice. So what this really smells like to me when it's burning and on cold sniff is just a bag of kettle corn from the fair. Now, I do think that there is that touch of that maple and that little hint of like the fall spices in there. It's almost just like a smidge, I'm talking like a smidge of cinnamon, like a little tiny dusting of maybe like a nutmeg type of situation. But it's not like a cinnamon nutmeg explosion. I'm talking the tiniest hint. It's mostly that big, long plastic bag tied with the red little zip tie at the top that you get at your local fair. Or when you go to the pumpkin patch. I like to get a huge bag of kettle corn whenever we go to pick pumpkins. And I will eat the whole thing like in one day. It's embarrassing. Craig has to take the bag away. You know, he's like, do you want to ruin your teeth? go dig all the little popcorn kernels out of your teeth. Go floss your teeth. I just love kettle corn. I don't love regular popcorn at all. Like, I think popcorn with just butter and salt is so disgusting to me. I've never liked it. But if you put some sugar on some popcorn, I will eat it all day long. It might be the fact that I'm a little bit obsessed with sugar. Now, one thing I do want to mention is that I get a little bit of that, like, quote unquote chestnut accord. There is that slight, like, earthy, like, hint of chestnut in here, but this is really predominantly that, like, popped kettle corn style smell that you're getting here more than anything else. So let's say like 95% kettle corn, and then like 2.5% of chestnut accord, and then the remainder is like the cinnamon nutmeg kind of spiciness and the tiniest touch of maple. It's like, this is really well done, you guys. It's super authentic, and it burns like a freaking champ. The strength in the throw, fabulous. I mean, the strength of this one, easily an 8. And that is in my kitchen, which for me is a little bit of a dead zone. So when I move this here to the entryway, it like intensifies even more, for sure. This has been kept in my large Chester Hurricane on my kitchen island. The Chester Hurricane that I have here, this is the small size. By the way, you guys, this is available at Pottery Barn. I think they are discontinuing the Chester Hurricane. That's why I think it's on sale, because I really don't think that Pottery Barn really puts things on sale otherwise. It's when they when they're getting ready to like get rid of something that they put it on sale, and they're never gonna bring it back. So if you like the Chester Hurricane, I would get it. I can't say enough good things about it. It's gorgeous. I have the large and I have the smaller one. Whichever one floats your boat or fits your budget, get it. It's absolutely gorgeous. But this has been in the Chester Hurricane. It has done great in there. I don't think I need to put it in a Hurricane. I think it helps to intensify it just ever so slightly, but I don't think this one needs it at all. The throw, because it is filling so much of my house, I'm gonna easily give it like an 8 as well. These are just performing really well, and I am really excited to see it. I'm very surprised to see it. I don't know, I didn't think the Country Candle line had it in it. Now it is still paraffin wax, so they didn't change the wax at all. It is 100% paraffin. So you do still want to be careful. Keep your wicks trimmed. Wipe that excess carbon off the wicks before you relight them. That's really the best way to keep these country candles burning their best, I guess. I just want to turn this around so that you guys can see the wax pool a little bit more easily. The wax does turn a little bit of like a dark brown. It's not discolored. It's been that way from the get-go, so it's not because there's a bunch of like, you know, carbon drippings or whatever in here. It's just that's what the wax turns into when it liquefies. But a nice decent sized wax pool here. It looks like there are oils really nicely distributed throughout the entire candle. I did have these come to me on a rather hot week. Now, mine were not deformed and melted, but I do want to let you know, if you plan on purchasing especially paraffin candles, I don't care whether they're from Country or Yankee or Goose Creek, wherever, paraffin tends to deform pretty easily in the summer heat, and we've got a heat wave coming in Oregon. There's heat waves all over the country right now, so purchase that extra route protection. I know it seems like you shouldn't have to, but if there's any issues with your candles, Route is going to very quickly address that and replace them. It's just easier. it's not that much more money to get the order to you with the route protection. And I have had to like contact Route once about a problem with an order, and they resolved it immediately. So very easy. So I know you shouldn't necessarily have to buy an extra thing, but especially when it comes to like the summer heat, it's just buy the protection, just have that peace of mind. Or I would say if you can at all wait, maybe wait until September to order your fall candles. I don't know if it gets that much cooler where you're at. We're still pretty toasty in September in Oregon, but yeah, I don't know. It's just candle shopping during the summer months is a little bit of a hit and miss. So protect yourself how you can. But I just, honestly, I just wanted to like give some major credit to Kringle for vastly improving the performance of these country candles so far. Again, I've only burned through 4 of the 8 new ones, not through, like I'm roughly at the same point with 4 of the fragrances. I have Sanctuary that I've been burning as well, and the blueberry pancakes, is it blueberry? I think it's blueberry pancakes, blueberry maple pancakes or something like that. I have that one going as well. So those 2 reviews should be up here shortly, but again, those are also performing just as well. So I don't know, thumbs up for me. Let me know if you picked up either of these fragrances. What are your thoughts? Have you tried pairing them together yet? Because it's the best, right? Like, so good. Yeah, big fan. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.